So I thought I would ravel in a theory that I've been seeing floating around the community for quite a bit now. The idea that Levi, one of the most prolific characters in Attack on Titan, would ultimately go up against Eren, our main character, and now thus turning into something else entirely. A good buddy of mine, Jalen, did an excellent video on it, so I will leave a link to that video in the description below. With the story slowly coming to a conclusion, one of the biggest questions right now is what's going on with Eren. Does Eren know what he is doing? Is Eren doing this on purpose? Is he pushing people away on purpose? Some questions we can't really find answers to just yet. However, a lot of people have come to the conclusion that if Eren does continue down this path, he will ultimately have to face his friends, the people that he evidently pushed away, including in those handful of friends, and at least the people that he's been with the entire time of the story, Levi Ackerman falls into place. Now, without a doubt in anyone's mind, the most powerful character in the story, and someone that literally is unrivaled. I mean, just in the recent chapters alone, Levi has gone back to back to back in defeating the Beast Titan single-handedly. And if that alone doesn't showcase Levi's potential, then I don't really know what does. Because just going up against Titans itself is a massive thing, let alone Titan shifters, let alone powerful Titan shifters, let alone powerful Titan shifters that are at the end of their lifespan, that have literally learnt every nook and cranny of their Titan ability. And Levi responds to this with sheer monstrosity, sheer strength, sheer intelligence, and just ultimate tactician work to completely belittle his opponents. He is unrivaled. When you think of the idea of Eren, who has 3 Titan shifting abilities inside of him, going up against Levi, an unrivaled character, the clash itself would make anyone happy. The idea itself would make people happy. What is the conclusion for that? Does Levi Ackerman compare to 3 whole Titan shifters, especially rather prolific ones? The Warhammer Titan, the Attack Titan, and the Founder Titan? Like, can he uphold his unrivaled nature against 3 different abilities or 3 different Titans confided into one person? I think pushing Levi down that path would definitely be an interesting situation, but ultimately unbalance him even more than he already is. As much as he plays as kind of a staple in the story as an undefeatable character, someone that probably holds the most power out of all of the island that they reside on, even the people that they know, Levi is well and truly that breaking point. He is the Arima of the story. He is the pinnacle of human power without any sort of justification of abilities or anything like that. He's put in the time, he's put in the effort, and the results pay off. He does not go into things half-assed, and though it may take him mere seconds to justify his own actions against very idealistic situations and very unusual situations or scenarios that he is put in, he is extremely straightforward and continues out his goal to the very end. It's what makes him a very dangerous character. Having him go up against Eren alone in any sort of situation or scenario would ultimately be really awesome to see, but I think would also completely unbalance everything that he stands for, and at least his own power that's justified at the moment. As much as Eren is very capable of using the Attack Titan, and now potentially the Warhammer Titan a little bit, and not even mentioning the Founding Titan abilities, him going up against Levi may seem like a one-sided fight, and that's in Levi's favor. But do we really want Eren Yeager to be belittled to that extent, to be notched down so many levels by one individual character who, mind you, obviously has a lot of achievements under their belt and a lot of weight to back up that character, but in the whole grand scheme of this story, it actually is rather underwhelming. Having Levi be the sole resource in taking down one of the scariest characters in the story at the moment. Yes, Levi can take down the Beast Titan single-handedly 3 different times with ease. Yes, he can take down multiple Titans of all different sizes with ease. But when it comes to Eren, the field is scaled a little bit differently. Someone that he's spent obviously a lot of time with, someone that he's obviously built a connection with, which I don't think would necessarily burden Levi to that extent, as he is willing to do what is necessary to save the people, to save, Eldia, to save whatever he is wanting to do, to save whatever needs saving. But I think in terms of shaking up the scale of the field, there has to be more at stake. There has to be more in play. The only way I can kind of justify Eren versus Levi is if it was kind of like a last resort. If Eren went up against multiple different people, whether it be Armin and Mikasa as well, to then falling down to the final fight between Eren and Levi. thus them both being rather winded and slowed down, etc, etc. I think that would equate to a much more personal experience, but also a much more balanced experience, as the usage for the Titan abilities over time obviously dwindles down a lot, and after fighting against quite powerful people, Armin with the Colossal Titan and Mikasa potentially with obviously her skill, if she gets over the fact that she can't actually hurt Eren at the moment, if it ever breaks that she can't actually attack Eren at the moment because of her bloodline and everything along the sorts, but also because she doesn't necessarily want to, she may have to. I think the biggest thing right now for Levi and the showcase that we just recently got in the chapter is that he is a force to be reckoned with. If anyone should be scared of anyone, it's Levi. Be scared of Levi. He is the character that will most likely take out anyone with ease. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like there is people that would give Levi a run for his money, but I don't think we have seen the fullest extent of what Levi is even capable of. Even after the most recent chapters, what we got shown was him demolishing Titans pretty much off screen. We seen small snippets of it, and there was a magnitude of Titans surrounding him with little to no chances of Levi to breathe, and yet he still comes out on top pretty much unscathed and ready to take on a Titan shifter, you know, the Beast Titan. Eren may evidently have 3 different Titan shifting abilities, but Levi is completely out of this realm. Will we ever see a day where Levi is notched down a level, where he gets put in his place, potentially by Eren? I think that would be an incredible start to what could potentially be a final fight. I don't know if Eren or Levi would be the quote-unquote final encounter or the final fight for the story, but it definitely would be the pinnacle. If Eren could potentially be as powerful as we all think he can be, and with Levi not holding back and completely going full out to his extent, you could expect a phenomenal fight. One that would push the limitations of both characters, I'd assume. Levi may be written in a way that is purely based in the foundation of the story, where he is not realistically meant to lose, but he's not completely unbalanced. Yes, he wins pretty much every single fight that he goes up against, but his strength and his intelligence and everything surrounding him goes only so far. And when you put him against a character that has 3 Titan shifting abilities that could potentially be on a path of no return, this will be a character that Levi has never faced before. This will be a character that is a lot more difficult than anything, and I believe would easily push Levi to his limitations and bringing out some very powerful things. There's a reason why the Ackermans are incredibly powerful and prolific in terms of their fighting capabilities and what they're truly capable of. If Levi doesn't show the pinnacle of that, I don't know who will. I mean, I guess Mikasa could, but I think you'd be missing out on a great opportunity to show Levi in probably the scariest state we've seen him since the most recent encounter with the Beast Titan. Seriously, just think about the idea of Eren Yeager versus Levi Ackerman and how serious that fight could be, and how they both could give each other a run for their money in terms of strength and intelligence. That is a fight to behold. That could literally go down as one of the best fights in a very long time. And not even just in the realm of its own story. Could we be leading to that point? Potentially. Is there a lot of hoops and hurdles we have to jump to get to that point? Most definitely. But it's without a doubt that Levi is definitely one of the most feared characters in the story. One of the strongest. And to see him go up against our main character, Eren Yeager, would be such a phenomenal thing in every single aspect. So I just want to jump in here at the end of the video and thank you all for all of the amazing support. It's been overwhelming. Obviously I've been trying to expand my content, slowly sifting into Attack on Titan, which is pretty unfortunate, but at the same time really good, because a lot of you guys like my Attack on Titan videos, but at the same time the series is coming to an end, so it's kind of like I'm jumping from Tokyo Ghoul Re to a series that's almost finished. Like, what am I going to do next? And that's what a lot of people keep asking me. What am I going to do next? Well, what is the next big series I'm going to talk about? For the most part, I am looking at talking about a lot of different series that I'm interested in, series that I want to explore, characters that I want to talk about, and stuff that generally interests me. I don't really want to limit myself to one specific series. I'm not going to make that same mistake again. I still have a lot of content to do with Tokyo Ghoul. I'm still going to try my best to milk that, because a lot of you guys do like the Tokyo Ghoul content, and as much as that series has been finished for a bit over 7 months now, or more or less, it's pretty apparent that I'm pretty low on content. So don't stress, there's going to be a lot more content on the way. 2019 is hopefully definitely going to be a big year. I'm going to push my boundaries further, trying to explore a lot of different options, trying to talk about a lot of different things, and hopefully you guys will come along for the ride and enjoy it, which is the most important thing. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So once again, thank you for all the continued support. But with that being said, I'm actually going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.